What's poppin', Trey TV gang? It's your boy Trey TV.
And it's your boy Lamar Wilson.
And we back at y'all with another reaction. What did they send for us to do today, Lamar?
Today we got J. Cole and Nicki Minaj send warning shots to Drake for dissing him.
J. Cole and Nicki send shots at him? I could see the whole thing with J. Cole, but I never seen Nicki Minaj and Drake having beef, because I thought there was always be loyal, because Nicki Minaj, whenever Drake got some beef, she never picked a side. The Kendrick, you never heard her say anything. Even when he was beefing with Meek Mill, you never heard her say anything. So for her to say something to a lot of people, it looks crazy. And it looks like Drake is losing a lot of friends right now.
Yeah, it's crazy because I never thought see the day that happened.
Yeah, me neither. Can't wait to get in this video, see what they talking about before we get into the video. Please apply some pressure to that like button. Please apply some pressure to the subscribe button. If you didn't, leave a comment. So without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Chi, get the yayo.
Get the yayo.
Page even got a J. Cole diss on it, in which Drake once posted a tweet that said, remember when J. Cole got his phone stolen out of his pocket by a fan? And they called Jay-Z from it, but he wasn't answering the phone?
So...
It's crazy.
It's wild.
Boy 1 and Boy 2, they know they forever gonna have a willing participant.
Boy 1 and Boy 2, from my understanding, from what they was telling me, is Drake and Party Next Door. So when she was saying Boy 1, Boy 2, that's who she was
talking about.
Allegedly talking about.
Right, though.
They know they forever gonna have a willing participant.
I think, yeah, so Drake did a color. Yo, Nicki is heavy, bro. Yo, I can't believe that Nicki really treats the music industry like it's high school.
So Drake is up to his usual online antics again. And this time, it's a whole mess. He just dropped a massive content dump with unreleased songs, including collabs with Latto, 21 Savage, and Young Thug, as well as some unseen footage and behind-the-scenes clips. But hold on, before he did that, Drizzy decided to hop on his new Finsta account to repost a tweet that shades J. Cole. Yes, you heard that right. Almost 40-year-old Drake has a Finsta account. And
that's crazy. I don't even know what type of account that is. Do you know what that is?
I don't know nothing about Finsta.
I don't know anything about it. Definitely gotta check into it. But that's crazy that he was going at J. Cole on that. It's like, yo, he's not letting the situation die down.
No.
Like, people keep saying, yo, let it die down, but he refused to let it die down. He keep antagonizing, keep pushing the buttons. And if J. Cole sent out a diss song, that would be wild.
It's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Especially now that, like, you know what I'm saying, he's always said, that's not my thing, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I want to get back to the spiritual type.
Yeah. And then he would do that, it would be crazy. But
totally crazy.
But at this point, it's almost warranted to me. Like, how many shots you going to take, especially with the whole Jay-Z situation that he put up?
Yeah, but right now I feel like if he do that, he going to have to come smack at Drake like, you got me in this.
Facts.
Crazy.
It's J. Cole. Yes, you heard that right. Almost 40-year-old Drake has a Finsta account. And get this, he only made the account in June after Kendrick dragged him through the mud in their rap beef. So instead of firing back in the booth, Drake went full-on middle schooler and made a burner account. Now he's throwing all kinds of subliminal shade at everyone he feels slighted by, including J. Cole and even Nicki Minaj. But fans are seriously dragging Drake for going after Cole and Nicki instead of Kendrick, especially since Cole bowed out of the beef without dissing Drake at all. And as for Nicki, let's not forget that she's been writing for Drake for years. She stood by him even when Pusha T exposed his secret son, and she was one of the rare few who didn't join the Drake hate train during his beef with Kendrick. And how does Drake
That's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. She was always by his side. It seemed like she never got involved in anything. None of his beef, she never picked a side. She always, to me, seemed like she was very, very, very loyal to Drake.
It was very strategic also.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those, I got your back, but at the same time, you're going to have to figure this out on your own.
Yeah. Facts.
Pay her by dropping a collab with Latto, who's had beef with Nicki for ages. Now the Barbs and J. Cole stans are out here calling Drake a snake, saying he doesn't...
I didn't understand the move. Like, you know how you and Nicki relationship is. You know there's somebody she got a problem with. You know she from Queens like 50 Cent. They hold their beef. So if you standing next to my enemy, you're my enemy. You've been around me all this time. You know how I rock. So when you see that, I know Nicki took that as a personal shot towards her.
Just like they say, I don't F with people that F with people that I don't F with.
Yeah, you can't do that. That's not smart at all.
Yeah.
Ages. Now, the Barbs and J. Cole stans are out here calling Drake a snake, saying he doesn't know the first thing about loyalty. But don't worry, because Nicki isn't letting it slide. She just went live on Station Head to call Drake out for backstabbing her. So what exactly did Nicki have to say about Drake's betrayal? And what about J. Cole? How is he reacting to being sneak dissed on by Drake's Finsta? Let's dive in.
They so desperate. If a mother tell them to go and catch a wild tuna, skin it and eat it, they would do it. You understand what I'm saying?
So early last week, Drake hit us with a huge surprise, leaking 100 megabytes of content, including 3 unreleased tracks. And guess what? One of those tracks was a collab with Lotto, who just so happens to be a longtime rival of Nicki Minaj.
We reacted to those 3 songs that was on the album. It was unreleased. But when them songs are released, we seen how much power Drake has over his music, because instantly they took it down. You can't stream the music for free, and they put it back on streaming platforms. So Drake was trying to release the music, but they said you can't release free music, and it went into how much he doesn't have control over his music. UMG has control over everything he do. He's not even allowed to leak free music.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. I didn't even know that, but it's exposing really what's in his contract when he dropped them 3 songs.
Yeah, because they want to maximize everything that's coming in.
We gave you $400 million.
Yeah,
we're trying to get every penny back.
Penny.
But I feel like Drake didn't want to officially release it because he didn't want the numbers of the view count or how many times it was, like, you feel what I'm saying?
Because you can't conceal that once the counter's going.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, you're gonna see what's going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I felt like he was trying to conceal it, and UMG said, if you want to conceal numbers, just don't put no music out, because everything you put out, we try and get paid from it. We trying to monetize it.
Yeah, straight up facts.
Those tracks was a collab with Lotto, who just so happens to be a longtime rival of Nicki Minaj. So now the rumor mill is buzzing with talk of a Young Money rift, as fans are convinced Lil Wayne, Drake, and Nicki Minaj are all throwing shade at each other. Speculation about the potential.
That's crazy, because if that's really is what's going on right now, because we were just talking a couple of days ago about how groups don't stay together. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
These 3 seem like they would stay together forever. How they've been rocking out, and it seemed like the only group we know to stay together is the Lox. We did that reaction that Tiny does. It was tough, and we were saying like the Lox is the only group we know to stay together and be loyal to each other the whole entire time. Facts.
That's what separates them, because you know people they're like, well, we stayed together now. Y'all was beefing at one point. You know what I'm saying? We thought we lost the group. Y'all came back together, or y'all really broke down, and you just happened to come together because of the anniversary or something. Now these brothers been rocking each other 30 years.
I never heard a beef in the Lox ever.
And I'm sure they had they little, you know what I mean? But I never heard it. It was so minuscule, so small.
It got past it.
That it
didn't even make it to the media.
Yeah.
Breakup of this iconic trio started when fans noticed some shady behavior in their recent moves. Drake's been under the fire ever since his feud with Kendrick Lamar, and some folks think Young Money crew might be distancing themselves from him. And then the other rumor mill went wild after folks started thinking that Nicki threw some serious shade at Drake just hours after his content dump. And get this, Party Next Door, who reportedly posted a pic with Lotto recently, seemed to be another target. During a chat with fans.
Oh, see, I didn't know why she had a problem with Party Next Door.
Now it makes sense.
And it goes back to, I say, when Nicki remind me of 50 Cent. If you take a picture with my enemy, a song, anything with my enemy, you are now officially my enemy.
Are you popping bottles with them? You enemies.
Right. Stay on that
Stay
side.
over there.
Facts.
Reportedly posted a pic with Lotto recently, seemed to be another target. During a chat with fans on Station Head, Nicki spilled the tea, calling out 2 ugly boys who found a willing participant in a desperate, ugly girl.
Damn.
So, ugly boy 1 and ugly boy 2.
This is crazy.
They know they forever gonna have a willing participant. Girls are so desperate for this money. They so desperate. If a mother tell them to go and catch a wild tuna, skin it and eat it, they would do it. You understand what I'm saying? They would teach themselves that very day how to hunt, fish, swim, eat,
survive.
Thanks. Because Because they want it so bad they can taste it. And when you taste it, you want it again. Okay. But honey child, they ain't finna taste no more.
Now, calling Lotto ugly might be a reach, but fans are still...
You said calling Lotto might be a reach, but that's just crazy, the whole situation. And who has more personality or voices than Nicki Minaj? Like, she could do all these different voices.
They're like characters.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Split personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And child, they ain't finna taste no more.
Now, calling Lotto ugly might be a reach, but fans are still siding with Nicki, saying that she has every right to be mad at Drake. After all, she's been holding him down through all his beefs, while he's only ever looked out for himself, treating Nicki like nothing more than a prop. One fan said, Drake collaborating with every woman who disrespected Nicki is such a weird move. He's bitter she didn't F him. And someone else added, Nicki held Drake down and didn't switch on him like everyone did during the Kendrick beef, just for him to collab with Lotto. Meanwhile, fans are...
That's the craziest tweet. When the whole world turned their back on you, Nicki Minaj kept her mouth closed. She didn't have no input.
Facts.
And then time that you drop a song with Lotto, but from my understanding, he messing with Lotto's sister, I think.
Yeah, we did say something about that.
I think he messing with Lotto's sister, so it's not too far-fetched that he got a song with her, and I'm talking to your sister.
Yeah, he'd be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's going on?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that had something to do with it.
Like everyone did during the Kendrick beef, just for him to collab with Lotto? Meanwhile, fans are also speculating that Lil Wayne also finally realized how much of a snake Drake is. Weezy was just seen rocking an XO chain that The Weeknd reportedly gifted him, which comes shortly after Abel's recent shady jabs at Drake. To stir the pot even more, The Weeknd even went ahead and...
It's like the same type of thing. If you got my enemy chain on...
Yeah.
I have to now think you're my enemy. You know I don't rock with this guy. Why would you have the chain on? And it was reported that he could have possibly had something to do with the shooting in Toronto.
It's like the first thing I would think is like, okay, you know I'm not cool with this person.
Yeah.
And then you gonna let me? You're that cool with him?
Yeah.
You're that cool with him that you rocking chains?
Yeah. If you rock a chain with him, you might as well be in a picture with him. There's no difference, and that's why Nicki Minaj feels some type of way about Party Next Door taking a picture.
Because if you're that cool, I would think, well, where does your loyalty lie?
Yeah. How do I know?
You're obviously showing me where it lies.
Yeah. How do I know you're not sitting around talking about me?
Yeah, you're a mole.
How do I know that? You know what I'm saying?
Like, if I have the meeting, now you gotta get out.
I can't trust you because now I can't say what I want to you because I don't know what you're gonna leak back to this person.
To that person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
For Abel's recent shady jabs at Drake. To stir the pot even more, The Weeknd even went ahead and posted a pic of Wayne wearing the chain on his Instagram story. Honestly, none of this is shocking anymore because, let's be real, Drake isn't loyal to anyone. That's why he's beefing with half the industry. But let's be honest, Onika needs to stop expecting everyone to play by her rules. This isn't the first time Drake teamed up with her rivals. So if she's that...
There's a saying, when somebody show you who they are, believe them.
Who they are.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you didn't know who he was... Now you know. And it's up to you if you want to carry this relationship on or not. It's up to you. But at least now he showed you exactly who you are, so you can't be surprised in the future. Like, I didn't know you was that type of person.
Yeah, I didn't know you was going to let me bang my head against a brick wall.
Facts.
You know?
Expecting everyone to play by her rules. This isn't the first time Drake teamed up with her rivals. So if she's that upset, maybe it's time she does the same thing and links up with Kendrick or Future. Alright, let's switch gears now and talk about Drake sneak dissing J.
This thing, if she did link up with Kendrick and Future on the song, that would be crazy.
That'd be
I can't see her doing that. That's just like too messy. That's like messy.
But they, like Pusha T said, there is no too far. There is no too far.
I can't really see her doing that. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it.
Thing and links up with Kendrick or Future. Alright, let's switch gears now and talk about Drake sneak dissing J. Cole. Because honestly, this just adds more evidence to the case that Drake might be the corniest dude in the rap game. Drake's been taking L's left and right this year, but now he's trying to strike back. Just not in the way anyone expected. Instead of going head to head with his rivals like a real rapper would, Drake decided to take the petty route by dropping material that's supposed to make his ops look bad. And one of his latest moves, reposting an old tweet that throws shade at J. Cole. Yep, Drake went went full on middle school on us and shared the tweet from 2019 on his new Finsta account at Plot Twist, mocking Cole's relationship with his former Roc Nation boss, Jay-Z. The tweet read, "Remember when J. Cole got his phone stolen out of pocket by a fan? They called Jay-Z from it, but he wasn't answering. So they called from their own phone and he picked up." I mean, seriously, Drake, bringing up drama from...
That's wild. That's like a real life story that they was calling from J. Cole phone. Then they said, "Let me try my phone." He picked up from a number that he didn't even. If that really happened, that is wild, and that's wild that Drake even reposted that. They said Nicki petty. Nah, that nigga Drake. That nigga Drake is petty.
Called from their own phone and he picked up. I mean, seriously, Drake, bringing up drama from 4 years ago. This Cole Jay-Z situation happened in like 2012, and Cole already addressed it years ago. It's like Drake is trying to...
It don't matter when it happened.
It happened though.
It happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for the people that didn't know, like myself, I didn't know that happened. I missed the tweet in 2000.
I did. I wasn't even paying no attention.
So to us, a lot of people, it was our first time hearing it.
Yeah.
And
I still had the effect I would have had in 2012 where I was like, damn.
Yeah, and it's like Drake act like he don't remember getting robbed in front of a Chinese store talking about somebody stealing the boy phone. Like, niggas stole shit from
stay out of it, take shit, yeah.
Situation happened in like 2012, and Cole already addressed it years ago. It's like Drake is trying to keep the beef going in the most passive-aggressive way, and honestly, it's just making him look even more desperate. And the irony is real. Drake throwing shade at Cole for supposedly not getting respect from the industry greats. Now, if anyone else said it, maybe it would mean something. But Drake clowning someone for not getting props from rap icons is just too funny. Now, the rap community was pretty divided when Cole apologized to Kendrick and chose peace over beef. And while Kendrick didn't
smartest move by any rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? That boy, because he had, he's a visionary. He could see how the future was about to go. And he got out of it.
He got out the car.
He's smart. At first, everybody was like, "Yo, what are you doing? You look like a bozo." Nah, you look like an actually smart guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That was his Menace to Society moment.
When he hopped out the car?
When he hopped out the car.
That was Boys in the Hood.
Oh, Boys in the Hood. Yeah,
when Trey hopped out the car.
When Trey hopped out the car.
Yeah.
Real talk, though.
Pretty divided when Cole apologized to Kendrick and chose peace over beef. And while Kendrick didn't directly address J. Cole's apology, he name-dropped him on Not Like Us, saying that Drake did Cole dirty. Honestly, it sounds like Drake knew he couldn't defeat Kendrick in a rap battle, so he sent Cole after him. Though, at the last minute, Cole backed out, and that's why Drake is mad. His ego is hurt. But these passive-aggressive internet games are so corny.
They wanted to double team him.
Yeah.
He didn't want what they call that. He didn't want to shoot the fair one.
He didn't want to kick the fair one.
He wanted to jump him.
Yeah, he wanted let's jump him, man. Let's jump him.
And the
He's
boy
like, I
said,
got you. He said, nah, that ain't right.
I'm about this one. You got this. This is your beef. I'm gonna let you handle your beef.
You don't want to fight Debo.
Yeah.
Drake is mad. His ego is hurt. But these passive-aggressive internet games are so corny. Just hang it up, Aubrey. Either that or get in the booth and respond directly.
Get in the
booth! Why do you, as a nearly 40-year-old man, have a Finsta account? And here's what the internet is saying about Drake's latest antics. Someone on X wrote 3 things. 1, Kendrick was right in calling this dude a fake friend to Cole. 2, not once did Cole say a negative thing towards Drake. In fact, he was basically on his side, so he is a beef for this. 3, him having a spam account is hilarious. Truly acts like a middle school girl. And someone else commented, please excuse Drake, that boy ain't very bright. Only in Drake's world would he think it's okay to take a down from Pusha T and be disemboweled by Kendrick Lamar and then wash it all down by clowning J. Cole. This is a serious misread on Drake's part. Contrary to what most people think, I believe what Big Daddy Kane believes about J. Cole. There's a difference between entering a battle over beef and choosing to avoid one because of friendship. Cole is not weak. He's smart. Obviously, Drake sees something else. Maybe smart another man. L. That boy ain't too bright at all. So with all the drama Drake's been caught up in lately, it's clear that the rap community's patience with him is wearing thin. Fans are saying that Drake's latest moves have totally backfired, and he's gonna have to get creative if he wants to stay relevant. And honestly, this whole downward spiral started way before.
Because the expectations of the fans is so much higher.
Yeah.
At this point, we've been given this, like, it's a substandard of what he puts out.
Yeah.
Because his standard is so high.
Yeah.
You know, so people are expecting him to keep doing like this forever.
Yeah.
But that's not how things play out.
Yeah.
And then to be so vocal about a situation and it turned out like this.
Yeah.
Now you gotta be Superman now. You gotta fly through brick walls for us now.
Yeah. And like she said, you gotta be creative, and that's what he was trying to do when he leaked the song. But UMG's not even allowing him to be creative because anything he's doing, they're stopping it. We own your interviews, we own your pictures, we own everything that has anything to do with you. So how creative can you be when you can't even leak the songs to see how they're gonna do out there without them? UMG stopping you, so everything you put out now, it got to be officially. So how can you be creative? Because you can't even check the temperature, as we like to call it, of the people. Because Lucy Granger, the rich baby dad, is not allowing it.
Not allowing it.
It's crazy.
Creative if he wants to stay relevant. And honestly, this whole downward spiral started way before the beef with Kendrick Lamar blew up. Drake's been sounding uninspired for a while now. Like he's going through a midlife crisis or something. I mean, when he leaked that disgusting clip of his, you know what, that told me everything I needed to know. Plus, he's been out here mingling with Sexy Red and throwing shade at Rihanna, even calling her average. It's clear Drake was overdue for a major shakeup because his antics.
Now that it's told that because they brought up Rihanna, I think August 30th, something around that time. Rihanna's boyfriend's dropping his album.
Okay.
And there's supposed to be a Drake diss on there.
Oh.
So yeah, that's supposed to be releasing real soon. The word is already out there. There's a Drake diss on the album, but I just seen that it was coming out at the end of this month. So
we're gonna check that out.
Definitely.
Early.
Were getting seriously stale. And then this 100 gigabyte data dump he just dropped, full of random shots at J. Cole and Nicki Minaj, but nothing aimed at Kendrick? Seriously? You're telling me that Drake had a whole treasure trove of content and none of it had anything about Kendrick allegedly putting his hands on his wife or...
Man, he's trying to let that situation die down.
He don't want no smoke with that.
It's like, doing that right now is walking up, kicking the beehive.
Yeah. I know what's gonna happen when I kick it. They're gonna be very pissed off at me. They're gonna sting my ass. Yeah. And that's exactly what he'd be doing.
That's what he would be doing. It's crazy.
But the crazy thing is, knowing him and the way he moves, it wouldn't be far fetched.
Nah,
but he's smarter than that.
He's doing a little thinking right now. Even like this, dropping this stuff. Like the lady said, this right here was creative. So he's thinking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's trying
at least
to
a little
bit
outside
the box. Yeah. We already know he's in one.
When have we seen Drake give out free music or free anything?
We ain't seen that.
Exactly.
Treasure trove of content, and none of it had anything about Kendrick allegedly putting his hands on his wife or being a part-time babysitter for Dave Free's kid. All Drake had to show was some old tweet about Jay-Z not taking J. Cole's calls and a collab with Latto that just plays into the narrative of Drake being an Atlanta culture vulture. It's like, come on, Drake. If you're gonna make a big
yeah, on that album, we kept talking about how it was a lot of ATL artists on there. He mentioned ATL artists on there. We know 21 Savage was on there. Who was it? Lotto was on there, and it was Young Thug was on there. And 21 Savage verse.
It was crazy.
He probably had the hardest verse on the whole entire thing. So some people were saying, he was doing that on purpose. He put all Atlanta artists on there because people were saying the whole Kendrick thing in Atlanta. Some people were saying he just did that because that's where he had to go for music. So it was like two discussions about it. Nobody know but him because he the one that dropped it.
When you want some street cred.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I mean, when you look at it, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Narrative of Drake being an Atlanta culture vulture. It's like, come on, Drake. If you're gonna make a big splash, at least make it worth the hype. But let me know how you feel about Drake's latest online antics. How do you feel about him taking shots at J. Cole and collabing with Latto? Drop your comments below and don't miss out on this next video.
Straight TV. Let's get it.
I had to say this was a fun video to watch.
Yeah.
Looking at all the different perspectives, all the different situations.
Yeah.
And a lot of this is bringing back to that same thing where it's like Drake looked like he has so much around him, and these people is so close to him, but you see a lot of them is just there for the bag.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And right now at this point, he's really looking at who he can keep close to him.
Yeah,
and them people who you think was around to the end is slowly but surely taking a step back. Right. We'll see how this one play out. What you think?
I think it was a crazy video. think it was crazy. He put the old tweet up. J. Cole just riding around, mind his business, buying cyber trucks. don't want no problems with nobody. And you got to get a shot from Drake. Nicki Minaj, I understand the whole situation. If you do a song with my op, you are now my op. How can I trust you when you dealing with my op? Some people saying she's petty. That's just how it works out here. I'm the same way. If I see you taking a picture of my op, I can no longer trust you, and I can no longer put myself around people that I don't trust. So I understand her point of view. Definitely want to keep an eye on it. See what comes from this. Something might come from it. Something might not. But I look like either J. Cole or Nicki. They're gonna do something.
Somebody gonna say something. Somebody gonna say something.
Lil Wayne. We've been hearing Lil Wayne put a song out. Something else we gotta react to. So I think it's a crazy situation of what's going on. Just feel like it's more stuff that's stemming from the Kendrick Lamar beef, and Drake just got to make smarter moves. You know what I'm saying? You know that move was going to alienate Nicki Minaj before you did it. You feel what I'm saying? So when you did it, you know exactly what you was doing. At least you should have put a call into her. This okay? You're going to feel some type of way. This doesn't change stuff between me and you. I'm just putting out the song with her. Blah, blah, blah. You feel what I'm saying? It sounded like
you know
there was no heads up. She heard it when everyone else heard it.
And if nobody got contact, you know, he can
definitely get in contact with Nicki Minaj. So it definitely didn't make sense that you move that way when somebody's being loyal to you. Me, I'm looking for people to be loyal to me, and I keep them in my circle, and I do what I gotta do to nourish that relationship. You don't do stuff like that unless you no longer care about the relationship. So it just talks about where they at in their life right now. Like I said, it's something that I never thought I would see between these three right here. We thought that was loyal forever, but sometimes life be happening. Life be lifing.
Life be lifing.
Can't wait to see what come from this. But until then, it's your boy Trey TV, and I'm out.